Stop. I know what you're thinking. Why are you making a video about Easter eggs in Call of Duty Ghosts when the game is almost 7 years old? And you know what? I have a very simple answer. Ghosts has some really good Easter eggs. So join me today as we take a look at 25 Easter egg secrets and references in the black sheep of the COD family, Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, I've tried to find as many Easter eggs as I can, but I'm almost certain I've missed at least one, so if you think I have, then the best place to let me know is in the comment section or on my social media accounts, the links to which are in the description. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. So first up, let's take a look at the Easter eggs found in the Ghost campaign. The first of which can be found on the Federation Day mission. After rappelling down the building and clearing out the enemies, you can find this. So this radio is playing the instrumental for the Eminem song Survival. The song was initially released as a pre-order bonus for Ghosts and also featured in the game's multiplayer trailer. These next few Easter eggs can be found on the Struck Down mission. After progressing through the level, you can find a trophy cabinet. One of the trophies was awarded in 1988 for trying hard. This is almost certainly a reference to Die Hard, which was released in the same year. Next to that, you can spot a trophy shaped like a phone box, which was awarded for having the largest interior with the smallest exterior. This is a reference to the time-travelling phone box, the TARDIS, from Doctor Who. The next trophy reads, Most bushes cut and pots smashed, a reference to the Zelda series. The trophy is even shaped like a rupee, the currency used in the Zelda games. Just to the right of the Zelda trophy is an award for World Not Ending 2012, which could be a nod to the Roland Emmerich disaster movie 2012, but I'm not sure, so let me know what you think about that one. The final campaign reference is actually pretty easy to miss, even though it's part of a scripted set piece. See if you can guess the reference. So this man is named Private Ryan, and if you didn't arrive in time, he was almost certainly going to be killed. So, do you know what you just did? You saved Private Ryan, making this a reference to the Tom Hanks movie, Saving Private Ryan. Right, so it's time to take a look at some of the Easter eggs and secrets found on the multiplayer maps. Call of Duty Ghosts had some pretty interactive multiplayer maps with breachable doors and other interesting features that we haven't really seen in the COD series since. One example of this can be found on the DLC map Pharoah, where you can find 3 unlit torches at these locations. So the rewards inside the door aren't mind-blowing. I tried this 5 times and got the IMS system 4 of those times. Still, it's a really cool secret. Oh, and if you don't grab your treasure and leave quickly, this will happen. So this next clip isn't exactly an Easter egg, but it gave me an excuse to feature the Brendan Fraser Mummy film, so here we are. Around the map you can spot these jars. If you shoot them, this will happen. So you are eaten alive by scarab beetles. This is probably a bit of a reach, but when I saw this, all I could think of was this scene from The Mummy. Speaking of maps with cool interactive secrets, this next Easter egg would have been awesome to pull off in a real match. On the map Unearthed, you can spot a crane with something on the end of it. Well, if you grab some explosives and take out the supports, this will happen. So you get the Venom X weapon, which sort of acts like a remote controlled area of effect weapon, causing anyone who walks through it to get damaged by the poison gas. Great for games of domination and hardpoint. So what video about Easter eggs in a Call of Duty game would be complete without the appearance of a teddy bear? The cuddly little guys can be found all over Ghost's multiplayer maps, and some of them are in pretty hard to find locations. As we've discussed before, the reasoning behind the bears is still up for debate, though the popular opinion is that they are linked to the Call of Duty Zombies mode. Speaking of small and well hidden things, on the map Warhawk you can find these guys. So, like the teddy bears, it's not really clear why they are here. Some are hard to find and others are out in the open. Shooting the gnomes doesn't seem to do anything, and it's not even clear how many gnomes are actually on the map. I counted 15, but there's a chance I missed some. The only other prominent video game gnome that I know of is Gnome Chomsky from Half-Life 2, but I don't think that has any link here. Let me know your theories down below. This next Easter egg should take no explaining. On the multiplayer map Freight, if you use spectator mode, you can find this. So we have a stop sign, a hammer, and a clock. This is of course a reference to the famous MC Hammer song, Can't Touch This.
Stop! Hammer time!
So this next Easter egg is probably the strangest in the video, and believe me, there are some strange Easter eggs to come. On the Prison Break map, you can find this. So this is a monkey in a tree holding a circular saw. No explanation is ever given for this, and after researching online, no one else has a clue what's going on here either. Up next is the DLC map Gold Rush, which has just the one Easter egg to find, and it can be found here. So these items, the baseball cap, the whip and the satchel, are references to the Indiana Jones movies, with the whip and the satchel obviously belonging to Indy and the baseball cap belonging to his sidekick, Short Round. Right, so it's time to tackle the reference treasure trove that is the Fog map. Fog is basically one big love letter to horror movies, both new and old, and this is where I'm certain that I've missed something, but I have done my best to round up as many references as I could. The first of which is this. So this normal looking boat is actually the boat from the 1975 Steven Spielberg movie Jaws. The next interesting location is this. So this is almost certainly a nod to the well from the movie The Ring. The next two Easter eggs can be found in a small cabin near the well. So both the skull in the vice and the outline of a chainsaw on the wall are references to this scene from The Evil Dead.
Now we have your darling Linda's soul. She suffers in torment.
You're going down. Chainsaw.
So this next find is probably the most debatable. Towards the back of the map you can find this. So this RV could be a reference to any number of horror movies, including The Hills Have Eyes, but it's the hat that can be found by the campfire that makes me think it's a reference to Dale's RV from season 1 of The Walking Dead. As I said, this and maybe the well are the most debatable finds on the map. Let me know what you think. Around the corner from the RV you can find this bridge. This is a reference to this scene once again from The Evil Dead. The final movie reference that I've managed to find is this. So this could be a reference to two films. The first one is The Ring, which features a mysterious tape that causes people to die 7 days after watching it. The other is Poltergeist, which saw a young girl communicate with a demonic spirit by talking to a TV showing static. As I said, there are probably more here, so if you think I've missed one, then let me know and I will use it in an episode of my video game Easter egg series. There is one more interesting find on fog, but it isn't movie related. Near the Evil Dead cabin, you can spot this. So this scarecrow is wearing a military uniform with the name Shepard on it. This is a reference to the biggest traitor the world has ever seen, Lieutenant General Shepard from Modern Warfare 2. So these final two Easter eggs can be found in Call of Duty Ghosts Extinction mode. This mode was Infinity Ward's take on Treyarch's popular Zombies mode, but unlike the Zombies mode, Extinction didn't grab the COD community's attention as much as Treyarch's offering. Still, the mode has a couple of decent Easter eggs for players to find. The first can be found on points of contact. If you shoot the L, the O and the L on the motel sign, LOL will appear on your screen. For the next round, whenever you kill an alien, this will happen. So the final Easter egg in this video is pretty similar to the last. On the Awakening map you can spot electrical generators that will spark in a random order. You need to work out the order they are sparking in and shoot them. If you manage to do this correctly, this will happen. So that's it, that's 25 Easter eggs, secrets and references in Call of Duty Ghosts. If you enjoyed this video, then a like is really appreciated. If you think I've missed an Easter egg, then the best place to let me know is in the comments section or on my social media accounts. If you're a fan of Easter eggs and secrets in games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.